Okay, loves, just the other day, US Games sent over a brand new deck for me to review. This deck right here, I can't wait to open it. I've been eyeing this online. I've seen 2 or 3 of the cards and I'm very excited. So I would like to thank US Games for sending this over. It is a gift for the purposes of doing an honest review. I'm going to do a video review and I'm also going to do a written review for their website. So let me see. All right, and we can see at the bottom who is done by and who the artwork is by right here. So let me get started. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Let me know, do you have this deck or do you plan on getting it? If you want a reading done with this deck or any other one, please hit me up. I'll be happy to give you a personal and private reading. Underneath this video will be all of the information on how to contact me, as well as my Patreon and my PayPal and my Cash App if you want to give a donation to the channel. All right, guys. Oh, and I'm going to put a link to US Games and where you can purchase this, a authentic copy if you so choose. So first, let's get a look at it. So beautiful. I love the colors already. Let me show this part to you in case you would like to screenshot this and read it. Okay. First thing I notice is this is a sturdy box. This box will stand the test of 2 lifetimes, I'll tell you that. The first thing I'm noticing immediately that I like is the guidebook is hefty. That is a good sign. It's in full color. Ooh, Ganesh, hello. So we get some affirmations, we have full color, we have a message, we have information, and we also get a practice to use with this. This looks really good. This is awesome. Look at that. All right, let me see. And we got some spreads. That's exactly what I was looking for. About to look for some spreads. So we have a very hefty guidebook full of information and spreads. It comes wrapped in plastic, so I'm going to relieve it of its plastic. I'm going to free the cards. They are now free. All right, so the very first thing that I'm noticing here, let me show you the first card. The backs. This is the back of them. Cool. They are not too thick and not too thin. How they snap back. Nice. Very, very good. They're not cheap. Good paper. US Games is known for good paper, though. Now, let's take a look. Now, first of all, this is a huge card. This card can't even fit in my card holder. So these are big cards. All right. Now, let me see something. I have next to me, this is about the size of a standard size tarot deck. So as you can see, it's it's big. It's much bigger than a standard size tarot deck. Almost twice the size, as we can see. So you're probably going to have to adjust for shuffling if you have small hands. But somebody like me, it probably won't be a big deal because my hands are big anyway. All right, so beautiful artwork. Look at the colors. All right, so since they don't fit in there, I'm going to hold them in my hand. So, and I'm going to put them sideways in there so you can see them. I have one of these. It's in storage, but it's said to bring good luck, prosperity into your life. So, apparently, based on what we're seeing here, this deck is going to be different auspicious symbols from, I'm taking it, different cultures. Yeah. And then when you go inside the guidebook, there's lots more information on the culture and on the symbol itself. So, what do you guys think? I think it's pretty. I think the artwork is really beautiful. There are a lot of cards here. It's not just, 20 of these. There's a lot of these. Let me see when I get to the end of it. It says at the end there's 44 cards. There's a lot of cards here from a lot of different cultures. And you know something I like with this particular deck? This is a great deck to use for altar work. Like you could put this on the altar for the day if you want to work with a particular symbol or a particular, idea. Underneath here, they're numbered and they also have the name of it, but there's also like a little message underneath each one. So this one is the Medicine Buddha. And this could be somebody who has bad karma or cleaning up bad karma, or maybe they have like some type of disease or illness or something like that. When we're done, we're going to look at one together and I'll get deep into it. The I Ching. This is a divination system. Some of you may be familiar with. The Money Frog. Yeah, I recognize most of these from like Asia. That's where I'm, so far anyway. I'm recognizing these from different parts of Asia. This is from the States. The fortune cookie, we get it with Chinese food, but it's our version. It's the Americanized version of Chinese food. So I don't think they have fortune cookies in Asia. I think that's an American thing. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Please let me know. Saint Germain, I believe, is from Europe. And we have the violet flame in his hand. And a big, beautiful crystal. It looks like an amethyst. That's cool. So the artwork is really nice. I like how it all has this like sky. All of them have like the sky in the background, like the stars. Ah, Mother Isis. This is from Ancient Kemet, also known as Auset. This is my mother goddess. You see her a lot in a lot of different depictions. A lot of different decks have her. She was very much celebrated in the ancient world and still to this day. So we have some ancient Egyptian going on here. Definitely up my alley. I can't believe it can't fit in my card holder. These are definitely some wide cards. So you're going to have to, a lot of people, their card holder is open-ended on both sides. Because mine fits 3 cards, that's why it's like that. So those of you with an open-ended card holder won't have a problem with this. Oh, look at the Ankh. Beautiful. I love the blue. There's blue all throughout it. So if you're somebody who likes blue, this is going to be right up your alley. Blue is a very healing color, so I like it a lot. Now this is also from, this would be from India, also from Asia, but a different part. Yeah, I like that a lot. And the cards themselves, like you can see, they're kind of glossy, but not very. It's a good finish on them. I would expect these to last. But see, US Games, they in general use pretty decent papers and inks. I have a lot of decks from US Games. And none of them are destroyed or, none of them are having a problem with the ink or with the paper. So that's a good thing. This was the one we saw first. That was Ganesh or Ganesha, depending upon who you ask, from the Hindu tradition. So, as its name suggests, they're just showing us different auspicious symbols, different, prosperous or luck or health, just very positive symbols. And some of these I'm very, very familiar with, as you can see, and some of them I'm not. Like this wind horse, I'm not familiar with the wind horse. The green man comes from Europe. I'm very familiar with the green man. Anybody who knows about paganism or Wicca from Europe will be familiar. The lucky clover, I don't know much about. All I know is that in the States, they tell us that the 4-leaf clover is good luck. And they said it was from Ireland. So anybody who is Irish, you can let me know in the comment section. Is that true? Because that is the legend we grow up learning as kids. We also learned that the ladybug symbolizes positive and positive energy, good changes. Funny how the things I learned as a kid are coming up in a lot of my oracle decks. I don't know this one. This is an interesting one. Okay. I like this deck because it's going to be quite the teaching tool. Ah, Bridget. I know Bridget well. Love her red hair. I think it's going to be quite a teaching tool. This is the kind of thing where if you want to learn more about these things, and then they had a practice in there, so I thought that was really cool too. So if you want to learn more, this is a great teaching tool. It's amazing how much you can learn from just working with an oracle deck. Just reading the guidebook. I mean, like, this guidebook here is just full of information. Now, the runes are from the Norse tradition, if I'm not mistaken. So I like how they have different traditions coming together. That's really cool. If I'm not mistaken, she's from the Greek tradition. And of course, like I said, in the book, they seem to have real, in-depth details. So you'll definitely know what tradition they came from. Now, this one is very interesting to me because as a girl, we would always have turkey for Thanksgiving. And every turkey has a wishbone. So whoever finds the wishbone in general usually it was me and my sister or me and my brother. And basically you have to grab one end. And the person who gets the biggest end, you pull it and it snaps apart. One person pulls this way, other person pulls the other way, and the person who gets the biggest part is supposed to have the good luck, and you're supposed to make a wish. So whoever gets the biggest part is going to get their wish. So we used to do that every Thanksgiving. I don't ever remember if I got any of those wishes. You know how you wish for things on your birthday and things like that? It was the same kind of concept when you blow out the candles. But I don't remember if I ever received any of those wishes or not. Awesome. Fortuna. There's a place here in Costa Rica called La Fortuna. Beautiful place. This is really nice. Look at this. Now, this is the white buffalo calf woman from the Native American tradition. So again, I really do love how they've brought all these different traditions. This is the Hopi tradition. The Hopi hand. I'm not familiar with that, so that'd be a fun one to read about. The eagle feather. I have seen this in different Native American ceremonies, but I don't know much, so that'd be interesting to read as well. White sage. I always have white sage. I love white sage. It's always important to get it ethically sourced whenever you want to purchase some, but I always got some right by me. Very, very, very good. Said to keep your area cleansed and clear. So yes. She is beautiful. Look at her, guys. Oh, wow. You are being invited to connect with plants and animals. Okay. Beautiful. I especially love her afro. Her hair is beautiful. Okay. I know this one is from the Yoruba tradition. The Yoruba have a lot of orisha. And this one looks like it might be a priest to me. I'm not sure. But we're going to find out. Oh, citrine is supposed to be one of the luckiest crystals there is. Supposed to bring success and prosperity. Yes. All right. So I do recognize many of these. Not all, but many. The swallow. And the interesting thing is that if you see these like out in nature, now you'll see them. I never would have noticed a swallow and known that it was for love and peace. That's cool. So now if I see one, I'll be like, oh, the swallow. The pot of gold, of course. We were told that leprechauns hid their gold at the end of the rainbow. Another one from Ireland, actually. And again, I don't know if this is true or not, but I guess it's in here, so we're going to learn a lot more about it. The lucky penny. In the United States, if you find a penny heads up, it is said to be good luck. And you're supposed to pick it up and keep it. Nowadays, people don't keep pennies. When I was a kid, you saved your pennies and then you took them to the bank and they would change them into dollars for you. And lastly is the lucky horseshoe. I remember this from the South. And it was said that the horseshoe in the upright is for good luck. And it says here it's going to protect you from negative energy too. That's awesome. All right, so since we're done, I've shown you every card. I'm going to go back to the one that was, there it is. There we go. So now we're going to take a look. Now, I'm going to get all the information about this one. This is card number 39. And they're all in numerical order, which is awesome. Baba Luaye. Open to a cure or specific assistance in dealing with illness of body, mind, or spirit. Okay, all right. So if you're sick or something and you pull this one, that will actually be pretty awesome. So let's get a look and see. It says that Baba Luaye is an Orisha from the Yoruba tradition who is intentional in his mission. He promotes the cure for illnesses and works closely with those affected by inflammation, airborne sickness, and disease of the skin. Oh, I need to call him because I have inflammation in my hip all the time. I did not know that. Awesome. So I've already learned something. His powers and spells are thought to work with the fire element, creating fevers, and with fires from the depths of the earth. He is often regarded as working to assist those near death by helping to find a cure or miraculous recovery. Awesome. As with many of the Orishas, he traveled from Africa on the slave ships and became an important healing energy in the Caribbean and Latin America, where he is sometimes identified as Saint Lazarus. Ah, okay, got it. In ceremony, this energy is called in through the use of a broom made of palm leaves and herbs that are crafted together and swept over those in need of healing. This is accurate because I've seen this done before. I've actually seen a ceremony like this. I think it's more to it than that, but I remember this part of it. Message. Babalu Aye energizes you now with the gift of spontaneous healing. This deity of cure is ready, willing, and able to help through primal forces such as fire and earth. You may have been dealing with a personal situation regarding physical health or mental wellness. Or you may have been helping others who are ailing, in transition, or simply need healing support. Through the belief and power of miraculous intervention, the gift of Babalu Aye is present. If you are dealing with a chronic situation, allow this message to help you focus on creating a healing circuit around your physical body. This circuit can be the use of herbal remedies along with non-invasive healing such as holy fire Reiki, energy healing, or tribal energy work. If your healing situation is acute, focus on this Orisha's healing broom and picture it sweeping over your body and mind. You can do the same for others under your care, asking for auspicious and spontaneous healing to occur. Practice. Honoring and connecting with the divine energy of Babalu Aye is done through the offering of herbs. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so if I'm not, please let me know. The herbs can be made into an infusion by placing them in water, such as a bath or elixir to drink, or by adding them to a fire or candle for extra potency. The offering of beans, seeds, herbs, including bay leaves, basil, rosemary, and sage are all used to call the energy of healing and cure into focus. That's true. I've used all of these. I haven't used beans, but all the other ones. And these are, he said, the offering. Other ways of honoring this power include the belief in miraculous and spontaneous healing. Call on Babalu Aye for others in your life who may need his healing assistance. Well, that was a mouthful, and that was beautiful. So you can, like, let's say for example, you shuffled the cards, you're sick, and you got this. You can actually put this on your altar. Or let's say you're sick or somebody else is and you're praying for them. You can just go through the altar and pick it out and then pray for that person. So this is an awesome deck, and let me show it to you right now. I know some people are going to be asking me, Queen, how do you shuffle this deck since it's so large? Well, it's not that bad though, because it's not that thick. See? So it's not, see? It's not hard at all. Yeah, it's wide. So if you have smaller hands, that could be a problem. But if you have hands that are roughly about the size of mine, this is not hard for me at all. It's not, I'm not straining at all to shuffle. And if your hands are smaller, just adjust it and just do the riffle shuffle. You know, not the riffle, the overhand shuffle. This is the overhand. And this is easy to do as well. Again, if you have small hands, that's probably going to be your best bet. Alright, this is a beautiful deck. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And the reason why I said that is because it touched all the buttons for me. It touched across different cultures. It's multifaceted. It is a learning tool. I think that this is an awesome one. If you only have one Oracle deck, this covers a lot of energies. So this would be definitely a good choice. And it wasn't expensive. On US Games, it's in the 20 range. 24, 25, depending upon if you can get it on sale. So it's really a good one. It's really decent. Let me see if the price was on the back. No, the price was not on the back. So it depends, because US Games has some really awesome sales too. So underneath this video, you will find a link. Go check it out. And if you love it as much as I do, pick it up. Thank you to US Games for sending this over. And you guys come back soon, because I got a lot more to say. See you later.